You're listening to After the Review with Peter and Terrell. New episodes of our podcast are available every Tuesday afternoon on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Podbean. If you like our content, remember to comment, share, and subscribe, and enjoy the episode. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is After the Review with Peter and Terrell. I'm your host, Peter, and with me, as usual, is my man, Terrell. Terrell, you on lockdown over there in Seattle?
Yeah, I'm in somewhat self-quarantine for my job. Working from home for the rest of the month.
That's not too bad, though. Not the worst month to be doing it with March Madness rolling up here in a minute.
You're not wrong from that standpoint. From like that standpoint, it's great. From being bored, it's like the worst standpoint ever. Like I don't have a ton of friends in Seattle already, so like not going to work and getting human interaction was like, but it'll be all right.
Good. Stay alive.
Stay alive. But I was at the Sounders had their soccer game, on Saturday. I told you, and I was like, I think the stadium that I work for part time. They were working closely with the CDC in King County, and they're like, yeah, you guys should still have your soccer game. So I think people is somewhat of an overreaction, but I can understand people who. Hey, I know we're not getting
I know. I got worried though when the word came out that somebody at that XFL working that XFL game had it, and I was like, oh no, Terrell.
Yeah, I know about that. I was interested to know so that someone told me about that when I whatever. So when I went there to the stadium. And someone told me about that the day before it all came out, and I was wondering if it got leaked. Now I'm interested to know if it got leaked or if they just like were proactive about it and just told people.
I like the I think you'll probably be proactive about it.
I think they were proactive about it and told people just because since it's something you don't want to keep under wraps because people will figure out they like don't come back because like they're being shady people. So I think they told people and it's all fine. Yeah. I think you would only tell somebody if you're okay with them knowing, right?
Yeah, I think so, or just getting the heads up. But
just given a heads up for sure.
All right, let's dive into the weekend since we had LeBron. Lakers had the Bucks and the Clippers this weekend, and LeBron kind of put himself in the MVP race again. Are you feeling a little nervous there, Mr. Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Not really. I thought this was wrapped up, to be honest. Like LeBron played two great games. He really balled out, year 17. He's doing what he's doing.
Two primetime games against the best team in the East and the second best team in the West. Ooh.
I know, and he showed it. But like at the end of the day, I'm not here to watch LeBron win another MVP award. And I don't think really he is either. He's here to win the finals MVP. So like, yeah, it might move the needle a little bit closer to him, but I'm still with the Greek Freak winning it, and that's great. I want to see LeBron win another Finals MVP and bring another championship home. That's what I'm more about, and I think that's what he's more about. But yeah, he definitely did move the needle. And but the thing about this is, did you watch these games?
Yes, I watched the clip. I watched most of the Bucks game. I watched all the Clippers game.
Okay, perfect. I watched both of them. So the Lakers played I would say they played really good basketball, and the other teams the Bucks and the Clippers, you could tell they were kind of they played really good, but you could see that they could bring more to the table. I feel like the Lakers played their best games, so that's the only thing that scares me in later on in the playoffs is I know the Clippers could maybe if they flip a switch and figure it out, it could be a real problem.
Clippers, yes. I don't think the Bucks can. The Bucks, I don't trust anybody on that team besides Giannis. A big spot. And I mean, we've seen it last year. We saw them in big spot, and they were pretty mediocre. And when it came down to it, LeBron totally dominated the end of that game, and Giannis was not about any of that. So the Bucks know. I can see what you're talking about with the Clippers. Markieff Morris on the Clippers?
No, it's
Marcus Morris. He was horrible yesterday. What was he?
Yeah,
0 for 8 from 3?
He was 0 for 8 or some crazy number, and he had maybe 1 or 2 points. So I'm saying, yeah, there's the Clippers played. They played a good game. So it was I'm giving the props to the Lakers. They won. You got to go out there and win the game. But the Lakers still worry me. I feel like either Kuzma really needs to turn the corner, and he played really good yesterday. He didn't shoot the ball well from 3, but he played really good yesterday.
A lot of hustle points.
A lot of hustle points and all that good stuff. But I'm kind of nervous. The Lakers don't have that one more piece that could that spark the X factor. But the thing is, they could get that from anybody. Like they got it from Avery Bradley this game. It could be Danny Green. It could be Caruso. It could be Kuzma. It could be Dwight and JaVale McGee. Cleaning the glass up, blocking shots. So they do have that factor, but they don't have that that person they can be like, oh, he's gonna he has a chance of dropping 20 for us tonight or whatever. Like the Clippers do, they Marcus Morris or Lou Williams or Harrell, like those guys, like they're eventually gonna give you something in a 7-game series.
So what I saw, I did like to see this. Clippers killed the Lakers on the glass, and the Lakers shot the ball horrible from 3 in the first half, and it was a pretty even game in the first half. So, and then they caught fire in the second half, so that kind of played into them getting the W eventually, which I kind of knew that was going to happen. What I really wanted to see is AD in a big spot, in a big game, be a man and take over, and he was balling out yesterday, and he took over
he definitely was.
In a couple of big spots late in the game. He had that reverse jam that he threw down, I think in a 4-point game, I think it was, maybe a 3-point game, put him up late in the fourth quarter, which was nice. That's what I really wanted to see was AD taking over, and he really kind of bridged the gap with LeBron on the bench too, which was really good. So LeBron got a lot of fresh minutes, and that's why LeBron was fresh at the end to close it out. And so I get what you're saying with the clip, but I did like to see LeBron, who people say he has fits with Kawhi. He kind of took it to Kawhi at the end there.
No, he did, definitely. It was awesome performance by LeBron down the stretch. So yeah, I kind of like what Frank Vogel does. He sits LeBron around the 6 minute it's left in the fourth quarter. I think there's a media timeout right before that, so he does it right before like a media timeout. That way he gets real time. Like LeBron sits for real time, and then he brings him back with like 5 minutes left, or 4:50 or something like that. Back in the game, LeBron could finish the last 4 with some semi-fresh legs. I like that. It's kind of scary though. I'm sure I'm interested to see if that's his approach through the whole playoffs, because I'm sure game by game he might change it, but it's kind of scary to take LeBron out so close to the end of the game.
Yeah, I know, and credit to him, he's done a pretty good job with this team when people really weren't super sold on that hire to starting things off. So he's really kind of pushing all the right buttons with these guys. Still not perfect. Rondo was horrible in the first half, and I don't know why he got any minutes in the second half, but he played a lot better in the second half. So I don't know. They got to figure that whole point guard thing out. So, but in other basketball news, how about the Nets mutually agreeing to part ways with Kenny Atkinson, their head coach? That was weird.
Yeah, I don't know much about this.
So I heard. Did you hear what I heard? Why? Apparently, Durant and Kyrie didn't want to play for him. Like only those two are ridiculous. They are so made for each other. They're out of their minds. Why would you? They signed with the team. They're like, we don't want to play with a head coach, guy who was in Coach of the Year running last year, I think, because the Nets were a super surprise playoff team.
He was. Yeah, it's but you gotta listen. Like when you have 2 superstars like that, when they say they want to coach, coached by that guy, you kind of got to make changes. I heard other people wanted him out, but I don't understand the reason if like Kyrie and KD are done for the year. Like, what's the reason to fire him now when you can just be like, we'll fire him at the end of the year, and that's that.
I guess because he wasn't motivated to coach anymore because he didn't want to deal with it, because they're probably, snake in the grass. Kevin Durant is, talking about him, I'm sure, behind his back with them burner accounts or something. So I don't know. But he probably just didn't want to deal with it.
I guess so. It's just weird. Like 2 guys who aren't playing get you fired. Like I don't know. Obviously, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but it seems weird that like they don't wait to the end or whatever, then part ways. But anyways, it is what it is. He's gone.
We'll figure it out. Kyrie will probably, Kyrie wants to be the next coach. He wants to be a player coach.
Maybe. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see who they hire.
Oh, I heard Ty Lue is who Kyrie. Is who Kyrie's demanding.
Okay, cool. Well, how about we take it to the team upstate, New York, and the circus they got going on.
The dysfunction continues in New York with the Knicks.
Yeah.
And, their awful owner James Dolan kick it out. My man Spike Lee, probably the only person that supports the Knicks through just terrible basketball.
He spends a lot of money on the seats.
Yeah, they said he spent $3 million over his life on courtside seats for the Knicks, which is ridiculous. But I mean, he got that kind of money. So, but yeah, he got an altercation with a security guard going in through the employee-only entrance. or something.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Spike was explaining it on First Take, and that's where I heard about this. And I was like, what is going on? Spike Lee on First Take and all stuff going on. Supposedly they've told Spike. So Spike says they didn't tell him that he can't use employee interest. Supposedly, the Knicks people said they did, and he's been using that interest for like 33 years or whatever, however long he's been coming. Which at this point, just let the man use the interest. I don't understand. Like,
Doug
why
Gottlieb
does it need to be that big?
Yeah, Doug Gottlieb said everybody used that entrance. By the way.
Oh, he said he did?
No, yeah, he said he's used that interest as not an employee. It's like everyone uses that because it's in the city. It's just like what block. It's like the block you get off on or whatever.
Yeah,
and explaining it was dumb.
And I heard that there's a guy there with the name of people on the list, and if your name's on, he's like he has a list of people, and he's like, okay, you can come in. So if he has a list, and obviously people come through that entrance, and they're just making a big deal out of nothing. There's a deeper root to the story. And I want to figure out. I want to hear about it. I don't want to care to figure it out. I want to hear about it because it's not about the entrance. The entrance is what started this all, or like there's a deeper underlying
Dolan.
stuff.
He's a horrible owner. Charles Oakley. He got Charles Oakley kicked out of the thing a couple years ago. I heard after the Spike said he's not coming to another game this year, and the fans the next game started chanting "sell the team," and they were having security escort the fans that started that chant out. Like, he's the most insecure billionaire in the world. Like. It's ridiculous. Like, the Knicks need to be good.
He should sell the team. I wish someone needs to find like some dirt on him, someone
get the tapes on him. We got the tapes on him.
I hope that's not the case, but like some dirt to make him like give up his like rights. I forgot what the guy's name was.
He's just a weird guy. Yeah, he has his own band. He performs in his own band.
Like, yeah, no, he's a big music guy. He owns AEG or something like that. He also owns that, which is like a huge music concert production company. He also supposedly owns the Forum in LA. And Steve Ballmer. Now we're going to tangent. Steve Ballmer is trying to buy it, and then he didn't want to sell it.
He owns Madison Square Garden too.
Yeah, he owns Madison Square Garden too. So the thing is, if he sells the team, he still owns the place. So I don't know where that's gonna go. But I feel like if you sell the team, you get the place too. That's usually how it works, unless it's a public.
I think it's kind of like a public thing. Like, I don't know. He has the ownage rights, so you have to like lease it out, and they have to pay you to use the stadium.
I know. Then I don't know. That's probably weird. No owner probably wants to deal with him having to lease the stadium. Yeah, no.
The NBA doesn't even want to deal with him. Nobody wants to deal with him. Just get him out of there. Anyways, we need the Knicks to be good.
Yeah, we really do. They got new GM, so hopefully they'll be good. But I don't see it coming in sight because RG Barrett doesn't look good. So that's tough.
He'll be old and gray by the time the Knicks are any sort of relevant, maybe making the playoffs again.
They'll be like the Cubs were for the longest time, and they'll have one run, and they'll be like, "Oh, what happened to them?"
Yeah.
Anyways,
other basketball news.
Other basketball news. Tim Duncan, getting a win as the acting head coach because Pop was out he's sick.
I don't know. Maybe he only missed the one game against Charlotte. So
interesting. Okay, maybe a doctor's appointment or something. Pop's 77 years old.
Oh, he looks good. Santa Claus looks good for his age.
I know. Someone told me that today or something like that, and I was like, "What? It's 77?
Life's not so stressful when you win all those titles."
I guess so. I guess it doesn't put all the miles on your.
He drinks all that good wine. He drinks like $500 bottles of wine. So.
Yeah. So I did not know that he doesn't look 77 years old. That's kind of sad to hear because he's kind of old. But yeah. But yeah, Tim Duncan got a win as an acting head coach. It's pretty cool.
Doesn't count for him though. Only counts for Pop's win.
Yeah, well, it's okay. We can Tim will have his time to get his own wins. Okay. Let's tack on Pops while we can. The other underlying thing here.
Yes.
Why didn't Becky Hammon get the nod to be the acting head coach? And we did a little research before the pod, and what we seem to come to tuition with.
We're gonna go with this one.
That Tim Duncan did the scouting on Charlotte. That's who they were playing. So he got the nod to be the acting head. But Tim said they all did everything together. All the assistant coaches came together to coach, and Becky and Will were calling plays, as he said, and then someone else did the staffing and the report. They did the what's it called? Scouting and stuff beforehand and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's upsetting to not see Becky get her first, acting job as the head coach. But anyways,
I'm telling you, they're waiting for her to take over the team when Pop retires. That's going to be the move.
Okay.
If anybody's going to be the franchise that gives a woman the first head coaching job, it's going to be the Spurs.
I don't disagree with you, but I told you I've been hearing whispers of that. When Pop retires, Bill Self is the man because Bill Self and RC Long, is that the GM's name?
I have no idea.
Crap. Anyways, they were like roommates in college. They both played at Oklahoma State.
I've heard this. Yes, I've heard this before.
So so they think Bill Self is going to be.
He wants to go to the next level.
RC Buford.
He wants to go to the next level.
RC. I don't know. I mean, maybe eventually.
Not everybody does, man. Not everybody does. Coach K's been at Duke forever.
Wait, RC Buford went to Texas A&M too. So hold on, let's figure this out.
He's scrolling on Twitter. Why?
I'm just.
Seems to be a running thing that guys, go to A&M and not finish there.
Oh wait, he played. So RC Buford played at Oklahoma State and Texas A&M. I sure hope he gets some money to Texas A&M. He receives his 4-year degree from Friends University. Okay. Prior to joining his Friends, he spent 5 years as a member on the Kansas coaching staff. Oh, okay. So he has Kansas ties too. There's
a lot of ties. There's too much ties going on over here. There's a lot of ties. There's a lot of coincidences.
Makes sense. Why? Oh, he owns it. He owns the Spurs. He's not the GM. He owns the Spurs. Okay. Oh, he also is the GM too. Okay. Cool. Anyways, that's why I have this whole connection. He also gave Bill Self's son a job at the Spurs too. So, anyways, it's great to have. Not that Bill Self's son was gonna be hard, but anyways, that's why I think he's gonna take over next. But I'd love if Becky Hammond did. So, on to the next.
Yes, on to the next. Let's go pigskin. We still got football. This is America.
Yes, still football. Football can never go anywhere.
And you texted me this during the week. It was hilarious. And you asked when the Jags traded AJ Boye to the Broncos. Not official yet. It's got to wait for the new league year to start. But you text me, he's like, the Jags have got to be one of the few teams to have a full rebuild off of 1 year of semi-success. And I thought that was hilarious.
Yes, like they went to the divisional round.
They went to the AFC Championship game against the Patriots.
That's right. They
were winning at halftime in the AFC Championship game of Foxborough.
Yes, that's like their one. Like I don't even know if you put like a milestone in the locker room or anything like that. Like you probably didn't even talk about that. Like that's not even worth talking about. But like that's their one moment they have in the last 10 years. I would say
maybe even more, maybe 20,
maybe 20, and then like now they're rebuilding again.
Yeah.
Like so you just built up just to get to the AFC Championship and then build it all back down.
It's because they paid Blake Bortles and Blake Bortles couldn't play and kind of lost the whole team at that point.
Well, they hired Doug Marrone when Doug Marrone didn't get along with the players they had, so that's a problem. And he
got him. I mean, he got him there though. He got him to the AFC Championship game.
He did. I mean, he did, and I mean they did have injuries, but like you gotta take care of the guys. Like I know Jalen Ramsey has a big mouth, but the dude backs it up. Like that's one of those things. He I don't care. Like he backs it up.
Very, very mediocre at the end of this year for LA.
I know, but anyways, like he's one of the top corners in the league.
There was a lot going on there, though. There was a lot of all the weird stuff. Like they were fining players for not showing up for.
Yeah, they're just doing a bunch of. It seems like they ran people out of the building.
Yeah,
they're trying to change the culture. And it seems like the culture they had got them to the AFC Championship game where they were playing hard-nosed defense, playing like some like crazy way. Like they had these gritty guys who
run, and they were like it was all Duval.
Yeah, it was the guys who talk shit. They do that. Like that was the reason like they got there and like that type of environment. And then like they seemed like they tried to change it. Or they were like, no, we can't handle this anymore. And they tried to change it.
Old man Coughlin kind of came down on that. Yeah. You know how he doesn't like that. But I still think paying Blake Bortles did not help them.
No, not at all. Like, come on. Like we know that. Me and you, everyone else, like, I really want to know what goes on in these rooms. Like, either these agents are, like, persuading them with, like, numbers we've never seen before. Like,
people are
Blake's
afraid. I think they're afraid. Everyone's afraid. Like, I don't know. Everyone says stuff openly like you need to be better, blah blah blah. But then like when it comes down to making that decision, like we have to like say we missed on this 3rd overall pick with Blake Bortles, and we're gonna try and bring somebody in here to win us a Super Bowl. I just got people get gun shy. They're afraid.
They're a year late. They did it a year or two late, and that's really what it is. And now they're back to square one.
Total rebuild. They paid Nick Foles and they want him out already.
I know they might as well trade Nick Foles, trade Fournette, I mean, in this really rebuild, I know they have a couple of young pieces like Miles Jack and they have that D line.
I mean, Fournette's pretty young though. You can keep Fournette look good last year for them.
Okay, keep Fournette.
You go Fournette and Minshew. But I think that's a good core to build with.
Does Fournette really want to stay around?
I think he likes Minshew. I think he likes Gardner.
Okay, but still, my point is, does he want to stay around for him to get handed the ball eight people in the box, 9 people in the box? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know if they have to. I mean, they threw the ball a good amount with Minshew.
They do. I forgot. They had some receivers that's not bad. You're right.
It's the same thing with McCaffrey though, because Carolina's about to be a damn dumpster fire this year, especially if they don't play Cam.
They're not gonna play Cam?
I don't know. Who knows? I'm pretty sure they just traded Try Turner to the Chargers for Russell Okung, who's a banged up old tackle. They're trying to get Trevor Lawrence. They're taking for Trevor already.
Then okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So. I would go back to old I know running Cam got him hurt.
Cam's not healthy, and how many times are we going to say it? Maybe his MVP year was the outlier because everything else has been the same.
Yeah, I'd go, but that's when they ran him a lot. I'd go back to that.
No, but he can't throw. He's not accurate. Nobody respects his arm anymore, so they just walk guys up onto the box.
But I'm saying though, between him and McCaffrey, you're in a read game. You gotta make somebody. You're reading them, so someone's gonna be wrong eventually. You don't have to,
or you just go bad for 1 year and you draft Trevor Lawrence, and then you have a guy that can do that and throw the ball.
Cam, I understand. Then you gotta hope Cam's bad. You don't. You know what I mean? You're hoping he's bad. I mean, I want to see. We got this new they got a new offensive coordinator that everyone thinks who's God now. I'm not saying he's not. He's not God, but he's
Cam
good.
Will just get hurt is the point. Cam will get hurt.
Okay. Well, is that what you're banking on? If you're
but he's inaccurate. Also, he's not accurate at all. You have to be an accurate thrower in that system. Joe Burrow is a very accurate thrower of the football.
Yeah, I don't think they do the same system. They do something different.
All right, but
that's cool. I'm excited now. These storylines are exciting because we could do a quarterback carousel. I think we got everybody.
Oh God,
where's Teddy gonna go? Where's Andy gonna go?
We can do that next week because free agency starts next Wednesday, so we can do that. And March Madness, but also Dak. How about Dak? What did he turn down $33 million a year apparently?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that. Cause what's okay? I pulled this up.
It's less. I know it's less than Goff and Wentz. It's less than both of them.
Goff is 134, but what is it per year breakdown? Oh, Goff is 33.5. That's why
it's less than Goff. It's less than Goff and Wentz. I know that.
So he's like, no.
Yeah, he's saying I'm better than both of them, but it's like, okay, you have more wins. Goff got to the Super Bowl. Carson Wentz was going to win the MVP, and Carson Wentz beat your ass to win the division last year with, guys that were punching the clock to get in. They were filling in them hours playing wide receiver and running back. So
they're probably punching the clock. But okay, yeah. So yeah, I understand. I see both sides. Why Dak he should take the 33, and I see why he's like, I want a little bit more. But Dak's got to look at it at this point, and I don't know. I'm not getting offered $33 million, so maybe I shouldn't go too much into this. But if he takes so much money, he's not going to leave money for him to do anything else with the ball. He should see it around the league.
Somebody said, those linemen are all making over $10 million. You can restructure those deals. They're getting well overpaid for not overpaid. They're getting very well compensated for offensive linemen.
I'm just okay, maybe.
All right.
I don't know, but okay, is this how would you feel if you're a lineman? I said, hey, I need to take a little bit off what you make to pay the quarterback that you block.
Then I'm protected.
Protected. No, I'm like, all right, I'll show you protection this year. So I don't know. Maybe
think about it. Think it gets reinvested into your gift at the end of the year that the quarterbacks always get their linemen.
Yeah, I guess, but this is me. Like Jerry Jones just be straight up with him. He's like, look, Dad, I'm gonna pay you this. Right here, what this number is right here. But I got some money set aside for you. Listen, I can get you some oil money. I can get you.
How about Dak? Look at all your endorsements you're gonna get as the quarterback of the Cowboys. Look at Troy Aikman and Tony Romo running the show as announcers after their career. Tony Romo just got a $17 million a year contract. Dak's a personable and likable guy. Everybody says he's great, so that could easily be Dak.
Jerry's gotta give him some money on the table. Honestly, why not? I would try it until I got caught.
Jerry might just buy a house that Dak can live in.
But yeah, take care of him, man. Buy him some. I'm sure you can figure it out.
We'll work it. I agree.
Make an LLC. Send Dak some money under the table. Like no one, like whatever. No one's gonna catch you. You run. Jerry Jones runs the owners anyway. Like whatever.
He's basically the NFL at this point.
Yeah, so like
he is the head of the
like just make it work. Like give Dak a number. Like, hey, listen, this is the number that we're gonna tell the world, but this is the number you're actually gonna get. and then this is all be fine. And you can sign a Cooper, you can sign a Amari, maybe break off Amari a little bit of that extra change too. And then you need to sign the cornerback as well. So or if you could franchise tag the cornerback, I guess. But you need to figure it out because you don't need to let Dak walk out the door because they're gonna franchise tag him. They're not gonna let him walk out the door.
No, they're not. Yeah, they'll franchise.
I heard real quick. Would this be the most Jerry Jones thing if he was like, I'll let Dak walk and he'd sign Tom Brady?
I mean, I could see it. I could totally see it. They had good O-line to protect Brady, good run game. Problem is the weapons. They got dick for weapons in Dallas. Besides, I mean, if you sign Cooper back, that's about it. I mean, Michael Gallup's okay. They have 0 tight end. And they got Zeke. Yeah. He can run the ball heavy.
Ooh. I mean, it's better than what he got now. I mean,
absolutely, it's better than what he's got now. But we'll see. Tom Brady's an interesting thing we can get to next week.
I think he stays with the Patriots. But my wild card theory is he goes. I would hate this so much. He goes to the Las Vegas Raiders and he brings AB back with him.
Oh, dude, that would be only the Vegas Raiders would allow Antonio Brown back on that team.
My point. That's like that's the only team would be like okay.
No,
like,
I mean Jerry would definitely do that over Amari. He would definitely bring an AB.
Oh yeah, you're right. Ooh, okay, I can see that too.
Because he could probably do it for cheaper too.
Yeah, he could. I don't know though. Yeah. Jerry's kind of interested. He's back and forth with those.
He's getting a little crotchety in his old age. I'll definitely give you that.
Yeah, I don't know, but I can see John Gruden talking Mike Mayock into it. Like, look, Mike, we got to extract whether iron's hot here. This iron is hot, and because they already got
I'll tell you what, Mayock, this Antonio Brown guy, he's a real football player.
Because they got the young Waller, the tight end last year, and they had another weapon.
And they got Josh Jacobs. They got Tyrell Williams.
Tyrell Williams. I'm just saying.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
And they play good football.
And shoot, the Chargers just traded for one of the best guards in football to protect Tom Brady too.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
He's coming out to the AFC West. You and Patty got to play him twice.
I hate it. I'm telling you. And then I'm just telling you, the Broncos making go give AJ Boyette.
Oh, dude, the Broncos are gonna be so good next year.
And they're like, listen, I'm gonna cover all these dang receivers the Chiefs have. So they're not making it easy on the Chiefs, but the Chiefs, all I hear in the Chiefs are negative things. We gotta cut people left and right. They're thinking about tagging and trading Chris Jones, and Sammy Watkins got to figure something out. Although Sammy, he needs to give us a deal, man. Take a little money back. Give us a little money.
You overpaid him on the front end, and you guys got a ring because of it.
Yeah, come on now. Help us out. All right. Anyways,
let's go. March Madness next week. It starts.
Oh wait. Those boys in blue, Big 12 champs again. Oh. We're back. Last year was a fluke year. KU's back. Big 12 champs outright.
Number 1 team in the country overall.
Number 1 team. Number overall.
All the first place votes.
Yes, everything. They're back playing good basketball.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? This is what happens when you don't just recruit freshmen every year. You can be consistently good.
I thought
might not be great. You might not be great every year, but you'll be good every year, and you'll have years where you're great. Unlike those Dukes and Kentuckys and all that, they take these freshmen.
Those teams
they roll the dice.
All those teams have cut down the nets twice in this, and Kansas has not cut down the nets. I'm just saying. When I saw, I'm gonna be honest. When I found out Azubuike was still on the team, I'm like, that man's like 100. How is he still playing?
You know he's not 21 yet, right?
He's been there for 4 years, hasn't he?
No, 5 years. He just turned 21. He got there when he's 16.
Freaking Africans, man, coming over. Jesus, what a beast.
Yeah, man, dude's a beast. It's not gonna translate well in the NBA, but dude's a beast.
No,
he would dunk. He dunk on anybody.
Yeah,
a lot of people I've seen him dunk on is ridiculous. Like 7-footers too.
The only thing I'm worried about with them is he shoots free throws at 45%, and that's gonna kill you. That's gonna kill you late in big games.
I know it's gotten better, but it's so bad. He at least he used to like go hard off the rim. Now he gets the ball on top of the rim, so it's like a chance of it bouncing around and going in. So that's gotten better. But yeah,
good lucky bounce. All right, so they're number 1 overall. Let's go. What other 3 teams do we think are going to be the 1 seeds for this thing?
I got Gonzaga.
That's who I got. They did almost lose tonight to San Francisco in the semifinals.
Yeah, but that happens. Anyways, but those teams play up when they play Gonzaga. And
they have a tough one though. BYU, if BYU wins tonight, they get them in the finals, and BYU did already beat them, and BYU's ranked 14 right now. So interesting. But I got the Zags too.
Also, quick note on the Zag, Mon Gilder, way to make a switch. Go from Texas A&M to Gonzaga. Like you're like possibly might play in a national championship game. Like what a move by you. Dude, okay, props to you.
Hey man,
you knew your time's up as A&M. He's like, I'm getting out of here.
It's not. It's unfortunate. It's not. He should have stayed. If only our coach wasn't so terrible back then.
Nah, he did the right thing, got out. Okay, my other number 1 seed is Dayton.
Oh, my man, Obi.
Yeah, very nice, very good. He's played them in Hawaii. It's tough, real tough.
He's like Ja Morant was last year, but his team around him is actually a lot better too. He's definitely going to be the best player of this tournament.
He doesn't play point guard, guys.
No, he's a forward. Yeah, he's a forward.
He's a 4. He's a 4. He's I don't want to say Zion because he's nowhere near Zion, but like he's so weird. Like he like almost plays like Blake Griffin in a way. Is that right?
Yeah, he's a big dunker. He's a little high
flying big dunker, a mismatch. He can stretch 4, can take you off the dribble, can pull up, kind of can do it all. It's tough.
He's very good. Dayton's a very interesting team.
Yeah. And you're not gonna like this, but my last number 1 seed is Baylor.
Hey, guess what? I also have Baylor as my last number 1 seed. I have them losing to Kansas in the Big 12 final, and that's good enough to get them in, I think.
I would, as a KU fan, I would care what Kansas does in the Big 12 championship. If they lose the first round, I'd be okay with it. Get a little rest.
Kansas is the only one that's a lock as a 1 seed right here, I think. Maybe Gonzaga. Yeah, if Dayton loses, I don't think Dayton's a 1 seed.
Okay. Who do you put in front of them?
If Florida State, if they win the ACC.
Ooh, yeah, okay, I'll take that. You can't take ACC champ.
No, because Duke
tournament champ.
If Duke wins the ACC, I don't think Duke's getting that 1 seed. Because Duke's the second. They're the second. They're the second. Team in the ACC.
They're 4. No, they're 4.
They're the second ranked team. They're 12. What's the rank? I was looking.
But no, you're right. But they are number 4 in the ACC. Like, when they do the tournament.
Yeah. So if because the conference record, I'm talking about ranking.
Yeah.
They look at the final rankings to see this.
I see. My bad. Our numbers got mixed up. I see what you're saying. Because you're saying Florida State wins the ACC tournament.
Yeah. Then they could jump. They could jump in because they're currently 4. Baylor's 5. So, but I have Florida State not winning the ACC tournament, and I have Baylor losing to Kansas in the Big 12 final.
Okay.
So I could see that. What about let's do our 2 seeds too, since we'll make this a little interesting for the people out there.
I got obviously. Well, let's just go. Florida State,
Florida State. Yep, that's another 2.
So Florida State's getting paired with what you think Baylor, since they're the last.
Yes, I think Florida State and Baylor are your bubble teams for the 1 seed. These are the teams that are probably going to win that have a real shot at winning the national championship. I think also.
For sure. And my other number 2 number 2 seed would be San Diego State.
Maybe. I'm very weak on them right now. They lost their conference championship game to Utah State.
I know, but that dude was hot. He's hot. But they needed to get in. He was hot.
They've lost 2 games in the last 2 weeks after being undefeated all year.
I know, but you're gonna that's gonna happen. My thing is you get when you're that San Diego State team, because I'm a KU fan, so I see this a lot. When you go in and you play these games, you get everyone's best game.
Well, that's good because you're not getting anybody good all season.
That's true, but you get everyone's best game. So whenever you slip up just a little bit, people get confident. Guys start hitting shots they never hit shot before. It's just crazy stuff happen. I've watched it watched it 100 times against KU. Guys hitting threes who they'd be like, oh, this is the first 3 he's hit all year. Yeah, what the hell?
The only difference is that they haven't played any sort of competition all year. It's at least in the Big 12, it's usually if that happens in Kansas, it's a Big 12 team that's doing it.
I see what you're saying.
Their only good win was in November. They did smack Creighton, which is my other 2 seed. I like them as a number 2 seed. Creighton is the Houston Rockets of college basketball. They just shoot the shit out of the three. They play that small ball, and they actually like each other, unlike Houston. So I like that. Last one.
I think Houston likes each other. They just bark at each other. They're like a true family.
Hey,
you know?
Ever since we hyped them up last week, they've been horrible. I
know.
Podcast curse.
Yeah, they ran into a wall. Oh well, I'm not a Houston fan. Okay. Anyways, on to the next. I got Kentucky as a 2 seed, and I also have Okay, well, I'm assuming they win the SEC tournament.
I think it's between Kentucky and Michigan State, and I think Michigan State gets a 2 over Kentucky because Michigan State's gonna have a better conference tournament run. They'll have to beat like number 12 Maryland to win that thing.
Okay.
And the SEC is pretty down this year.
Oh my gosh. Sorry. Yes, they are. But Gonzaga's gonna get to play their first round, supposed to be in Spokane.
Nice.
Gonzaga's in Spokane.
Yeah,
so
that's what happens. It's a good one seed.
That's like a legit home advantage right there. Yeah.
See,
okay.
This is the knowledge we're dropping. I like this knowledge. People listen to the podcast for this sort of knowledge.
So this is another thing. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead. So this is back to Kansas. Sorry, but Kansas, if they're the number 1 overall seed, me and my dad have been debating this. Is like, where should they pick to play? Either should they go to Houston or Indianapolis to be the number 1 overall seed? It's like, is there like
for the regional final?
Yeah. If they get there, whatever they get there.
So the Elite Eight, the Sweet 16 Elite Eights in Houston. Ooh.
Yeah, my dad's gonna be there down that weekend.
I'm interested.
I'm working Friday. I told him I'm catching a flight Sunday. Kansas wins.
Oh, to go to the Final Four. Yeah,
to go to the Final Four. But I don't know. I don't know if I should buy a ticket early. Should I just like bank it on them right now? What do you think, Pete?
Absolutely not, because it's Kansas in the tournament. Kansas in the tournament is Choke City.
But like, I don't want to pay $400 to go watch them play. Go to Final Four.
Hold up. How about you wait till the bracket to come out and see if they even get the Houston Regional? They might be going to Indianapolis.
I'm saying once they get the Houston Regional, should I just go ahead and do it? Like I could.
Oh yeah, they definitely are, because Dayton's going to be the other 1 seed, and they're going to give it to Dayton in Indianapolis.
No, but Kansas gets to pick though. The overall number 1 seed gets to pick.
I think the tournament gets to pick.
No. They changed this rule because my dad explained this to me. He explained it. I'm not gonna be able to tell it well enough, so maybe we'll have to bring him on the pod to explain this. But somehow Kansas got screwed over like a couple years ago when they're like 11 miles away from, like, it was an 11-mile difference from these 2 sites, and then like it made sometime have a difference somewhere with Louisville and all this other stuff. But they changed the rule. They let the number 1 overall seed pick now which region they want to go.
And then they send the other ones.
They send the other ones correspondingly to like. So Kansas could be dicks and be like, I'm sending Baylor to whatever. Like, I'll send them to like New York or.
Yeah, we'll send them out. Yeah.
We'll send them like whatever. Indianapolis, whatever.
We're taking the Houston.
Also, Kansas City, like, we have more fans who travel to Houston. So this is when like you get like you got to start asking like people who do bunch of work and figure out.
Hey, there may not be any fans at any of these games the way things are going right now.
You're not wrong. But I think we'll be okay with the coronavirus. I think sporting events will be okay. I sure hope it doesn't turn into like watching these things
empty. I know, right? Like the best part of March Madness is watching that like 14 seed with the entire crowd behind them because everyone just wants to see an upset, and they just start banging shots after shots because, like you said, ooh boy.
Oh man, should I go to Spokane? I'm working from home. Should I do it?
You might. It's not, dude. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what.
You gonna come up? You wanna come up, Pete?
Hell
no.
You
wanna do it?
Why not? I've already done it before. It ain't worth that much of a trip. It ain't worth a trip like that.
Come on. It could be. Flights are cheap right now. We'll talk about this after the fight.
Yeah,
we'll talk about it.
I've done it before. It's a fun weekend.
People, I'm trying to get Pete to come. Text him, email him, DM him, tell him to come.
I ain't coming up anywhere near that state. The entire state's on lockdown right now.
Okay, let's pick a place in the middle. How about St. Louis?
St. Louis.
We get what? No,
I don't want to go to St. Louis.
Okay,
well, it ain't worth it that much. I'd go to where's the Final Four at this year? I told you I would consider Houston the Elite Eight, Sweet 16. That's good too because those are good 3
Final
games.
Four, I think it's in Indianapolis. No, it is in. It's. Give me 1 second. Location. Nope, not Love Island. Jesus.
Jesus, Terrell.
Bear with me.
Just search. Oh my goodness.
I got you. Oh, it's in Atlanta.
Oh.
I knew that. I don't know why I'm tripping. It's in Atlanta. No, we don't want to. Do we? I've been in Atlanta too many times now.
Yes.
We'll figure this out. We'll get off the line and we'll figure out where we want to go and what region. Since I'm quarantined at home, I might as well go. I think Rocky gave me the okay to put him at Dog Hotel for a couple of days to do this.
I think you could. I mean, you could definitely do Spokane. That's an easy one for you.
I think we gotta come with me. We gotta do this live pod type of deal.
I've already done. The problem is I've already done this.
But okay, do it again.
All right. I don't like to be traveling that far for this. It ain't worth it that much.
Come on, it'll be fun. All right. Anyways, we'll talk about it.
All right.
What else we got? You think people are gonna be playing? We're gonna play no fans. I say no.
I'm not sure. I mean, all the pro sports league just banned the reporters from the locker room. That's a start.
That's a precautionary item.
Hey, precautionary. No more fans.
It makes sense, but like
we got a whole week before this thing plays out. They ain't gonna make the decision until next.
They're not making a decision anytime soon. I mean, the NCAA is money hungry. There's no way.
Yeah, that's true. They are money hungry. They ain't gonna just like miss out on all these fans. But
that's true. I think they just tell people to be, go precaution. Like my whole thing is that you still gotta live your life. Like, you still gotta go to the store. You still gotta go, wherever you gotta go. All these places. You can't just sit in your house the rest until June, July. Yeah, like
you'd be surprised.
I mean, I guess you could, but you might as well just if you have some type of illness, don't go. With the chance that you might get caught with it.
People, people are awful though. I saw a story on Barstool today where a guy said he knew he had it and he was going to a bar to infect people.
That's messed up though. I guess you do have those people who are like, I hate the world. Let me get I guess people. That sucks. But if the thing is, if though that you are your immune system a little weaker or whatever, don't go out. Assume at your own risk. That's what it is at the end of the day. I just don't think we should shut everything down. I think we should live our lives as normal. I understand taking precautionary measures, but obviously I'm no doctor, no anything. I'm not telling people what they should do. I just think we should shut these sports down because it'd be sad to have it without. Anyways.
Hey, man, they did it with soccer. I could totally see us doing it. So.
But theirs are a little bit more extreme measures, aren't there?
I mean, that also happens all the time in soccer. They get bans because fans in Europe chant racist stuff at players, and they get a match ban. So it does happen a bit.
So they're used to it. I don't think American sport, the one time I can remember,
the Orioles.
The Orioles, yeah.
That was fun though. I did like that because you could hear the guys talking.
Yeah. So, anyways, I mean, it'd be cool because the mics would definitely hear the guys talking crap to each other, which I'd be about. They're mad because ESPN and all them, or not ESPN, I guess it'd be NBC, not NBC,
it's
CBS,
all the CBS stuff.
TNT, TBS, but they won't be able to cut all of it. I know it's delayed a little bit. They can blurb some. They're not gonna be able to catch all of it. So some stuff's gonna slip. It'll be great.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get to our picks. We're running a little low on time right here. Let's do our picks. We went 3-1 with our XFL picks last week. We're getting better at this. All right.
You give me a lot of picks again because I didn't get these, so this is good.
Let's do it. All right. Houston at New York. Houston -6.5.
Houston at New York.
Yeah. Houston's still undefeated.
Shaky.
Still undefeated.
They've been a little shaky lately. I'm taking Houston still. New York's still iffy, right?
Yeah. Hey man, our YouTube they smoked Dallas, but Dallas is terrible. Our YouTube quarterback's my guy. So my guy Perez learned how to play quarterback on YouTube. All right, Houston.
Did he get another win?
Yeah, they beat Dallas. He started.
Oh man. What's his name?
Something Perez. I don't even know. Luis Perez?
Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
XFL, New York. Okay, go ahead.
St. Louis to Tampa Bay. St. Louis -2.5. St. Louis effed us last week. Our only loss.
But they got to bounce back. They're gonna bounce back. I got it. I got St. Louis.
All right,
St. Louis -2.5.
I agree. Tampa Bay is not very good, even though
Luis Perez. Yes, you're right. The guy.
Look at that. That's my guy. All right, Dallas at DC. DC -4.5. Bench Cardell Jones, but got the dub.
Does Cardell get to start again? That's a real question.
I don't know. Dallas looks terrible. The Dallas look
terrible. They do look bad.
Bob's retired for a reason.
He doing this because it doesn't matter. Who's that? Wait, where's it set again? Sorry.
It's in DC.
In DC, and DC's getting points.
DC is getting 4.5, or give
4.5.
Give him 4.5. Give him 4.5.
I'm taking DC.
Yeah, I like that too. And then last one, LA at Seattle. LA -2.
LA at Seattle. I know that because I'm. No.
Yeah.
LA at Seattle. Yes, that's right. That's right. LA get -2.
Mm-hmm.
Give it to me.
All
I would take that -2. I don't think Seattle's very good. I don't think.
No dogs.
I know
you're swallowing all the points this week.
Yeah, I'm gonna take all the points. Also, I know why Jim Soren only got 1 year. Not New York, Washington.
Why?
Dude burned through both his timeouts in the third quarter and the second half. So. I told you I want to be the timeout guy who will timeouts.
Yes, I know.
Every in-block manager, because he blew them because he couldn't get the call in fast enough. Like, no, you taking your 5-yard penalty because you're gonna need these timeouts later. Take your 5-yard penalty and figure out a play because you can't get this play in fast enough. You get over it. You know what?
If you can't, punt the ball.
Yes. Yeah. Just give it up this drive. You didn't, you couldn't execute it. Oh well. But you're gonna have these timeouts there late in the fourth quarter when you're like, crap, I need to get the ball back. I'm like, I got you. You got timeouts. Anyways, Luis Perez, he went to Texas A&M Commerce.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, nice. It's from San Diego though. So I don't know how he got Texas A&M Commerce. Pretty cool. He's only 25. He's our age. He's actually older than us, but only 25. So Pete, what I'm telling you, look up some YouTube stuff. No, he was actually pretty. I know he was actually pretty good at Texas A&M Commerce.
Hey, if anybody knows me, throwing is not my forte.
Well, let's see. When was he at Commerce? Let's see here. Maybe
Matt?
Our boy Matt knows him. 2016, 2017?
No.
Yes. No. Wait, I'm confused.
He was at Commerce in 2016, 2017?
No, yeah. We already graduated. Sorry.
Yeah.
Crap. I'm old.
You're tripping. Jeez.
I'm real old. Jesus.
All right. I think that's going to do it for us this week. No time for anything else.
Okay, that sucks. All right. Well, shout out to Luis.
Yes, Luis, our guy.
Good job. Good job by you, man.
All right, we'll be back next week. Bracket coming out.
Wait. Yes. Bracket coming out Sunday. We will, on this pod, we'll give you our link to the bracket. I do a huge bracket pool every year. This is like my one thing I do with sports related. I shoot everyone I possibly know a text message, tell them to get in. What's it going to be this year? It's going to be two brackets for $5. Put it in the pot. The winner takes all. If we get a lot of money, I'll do a second place deal. We'll give you more information next week, but be ready for that. Be looking out for it. And all my friends, be expecting the text. It's coming.
All right. That's going to do it for us this week. We'll see you all next week.